Hello there, and today we have a first impression of the first ever mineral foundation that I've ever tried, So I'm going to be testing it out today, and then after I've worn it for a few days, I'll be back to give you my final thoughts after I've properly tested it out. I don't believe in this whole, let's just pop it on in the morning and then I'll tell you how my face is in the evening. I like to test foundations out over the course of a few days, just so that I can really get a good idea of what their soul and game is all about. Today, the mineral foundation we're going to be testing out is by L'Oreal, and it's the True Match Minerals Skin Improving Foundation. This was $14.99. So it kind of broke my bank a little bit. I know for some people $14.99 might not seem like a hugely expensive price tag for a foundation, but when you think of it as like a drugstore foundation, and drugstores meant to be like a lot more affordable than high end, I don't know, I just have a problem at the moment with drugstore prices flying through the roof. But anyway, so I have this in the shade Rose Ivory. There were only 5 shades available on the Boots website when I bought this, which is fecking ridiculous. I mean, come on, L'Oreal, 5 fecking shades? Just before I go in with the application, I did just want to read out to you what the kind of claims or description is from the L'Oreal website. So it just says, True Match provides SPF 15 to help protect your skin against the premature aging effects of the sun and just getting older. I mean, just getting older will obviously age you. It's not all the sun. We can't blame the sun for everything. 5% from minerals. But where's the other 5% from? What else have they put in there? Sand, grit, dirt, soil? Like what? Well, I expect 100% mineral, not 95% mineral. Perfume, no preservatives. It reduces the appearance of imperfections for a flawless coverage that's gentle on skin. True Match Minerals is available in 7, not 5, 7. Still not great. It's tested under dermatological control, and it just says, which is quite bizarre, shake well before use. Shake well. Well, I take the advice to shake a product well extremely seriously here on my channel. Okay, I think I almost broke my stool, but I do believe that this has had a damn good shaking. I've had my workout for the day. So I'm a little bit out of breath, which is kind of worrying. What's my fake hair doing? I mean, really, it's looking more and more like a dead rodent by the day. Also, just a quick point, if you can hear any screaming or sounds of someone dying, the boys are just playing with a football downstairs. Either that or they're just trying to reenact scenes from the Game of Thrones. I've never applied a mineral foundation before. I did have a look at a kind of tutorial on YouTube, it was just this really gorgeous lady just showing you how to apply a mineral foundation to get the best out of it. And actually the brush that she was using is luckily a brush that I have. It's the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. It's extremely densely packed. Really glad that I could find this because I feel like I'm as prepared as I could ever be. Also, just while I'm getting the bad boy open, I will tell you that I have oily skin, I have aging skin, I've got pores, I've got fine lines. I am recently just getting over a little bit of a few months of a hormonal breakout situation. My skin is a lot better. I've got no active breakouts. The marks that you can see are just like remnants of other spots, but my skin is so much better. I do have the Bobbi Brown face base on as a primer / moisturizer. This is what the packaging looks like. I don't feel like you get an awful lot of product. It says it's 10 grams, but I don't know if that is actually including the packaging, which by the way, it feels extremely light. But the lid is much bigger than the actual little area that has the powder in it, which I'm just a little bit I didn't buy this for the lid. I mean, really, I came here for the mineral powder foundation. But anyway, okay, so let's open this up. What? Okay, so we've got like a little well type situation. Oh, and it's got a little, there's a little, oh my gosh. Okay, guys, look at this. It looks like a pair of tights. Can you see that? You know those beigey, nudie kind of tights that you could wear to make your legs look super shiny? It's like that. It's like a little netting. Oh my gosh, it feels a bit weird. Like, that feels bizarre. Okay, so the little powder sifts through there. Okay, let's see what the shade is like. I just have a feeling that this is going to make my skin incredibly dry because it's a powder going onto my skin. I don't know why. That's like my biggest fear. It's going to feel really, really dry. So what's going on with the lid? Is there something in there? Oh, no, there's nothing. I mean, that's just a massive feck off lid. So I've got my little brush at the ready. I did clean it in my little like colour switchy type situation. So I'm just going to like pop it in there. I have no idea how much to get on. But the lovely lady who was doing the demo said to start off with less. And then you can just like build it up if you do need to. So the problem is you can't really see how much you're actually getting on. You're just kind of plopping your brush in there and hoping for the best. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to do this side first, which definitely was my more kind of troublesome side when I had spots. And, you know, I've got a lot more to kind of cover up over there. So is this what I do? I mean, I have no idea what to expect here. I don't feel like I've got any of the product. Oh, yeah, I've got some on my brush there. So, okay. So she was just kind of applying it like this in a little kind of circling motions. Okay, so I mean, it's definitely provided a bit of coverage over my spots. So that's good. That's good. I'm pleased with that. Okay, so I've got some more. So I'm just going to carry on. I mean, it feels nice going on. It's obviously very easy to apply. As I said, I don't know what kind of coverage I should be expecting with this. I imagine it's not going to be a full coverage, but I much prefer like more of a light to medium coverage, especially when I've not really got any spots to cover up. I just want, you know, as light a coverage as possible because I like my skin to look kind of natural. Okay, so the shade seems to be a really, really great match. It's a shame that there aren't more shades and, you know, it's not kind of more available for you know, a lot of other skin tones, but for me it's fine. Okay, so I mean, it's definitely provided coverage, not medium, I wouldn't say, but it definitely has given my skin a little bit of a flawless finish. It does look a little bit dry. I don't know if you can see just like around my nose. Like, I'm not quite sure at this point what it's actually doing for me. Like, if you compare, like, so this is the side I've just done, and then this is my non-done side. Like, I'm not quite sure what it's done other than slightly mattify my skin and provide a little bit of coverage. I feel like you can obviously see my pores here, but then again, in a way, maybe are they a little bit accentuated over here? Let me know in the comments down below, please. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to do the other side and then I'll be back. So just give me 1 sec. Okay, so I've completed my whole face. I feel like, if anything, do you think that it's making me look a little bit pale right now? Or is that just me? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. My face does have that slight dry feel to it. It's nothing like completely like uncomfortable, but it does feel a little bit dry. I don't know. Right, guys, this is just what I'm going to say. I'm struggling at this very early stage to see what it's actually done. I mean, it's definitely provided coverage. It's, I'd say, quite a natural finish, but you can definitely tell that I've got something on my face because it looks a lot matter than, you know, I think a face without anything on it would look. And I do feel like my pores just, you know, around my nose are quite accentuated. I'm just intrigued to see if I go in with it a little bit more, can I potentially get a little bit more coverage just for, you know, this side. So I never know if I've got actually enough on my brush, but okay, so I've definitely got some on there. Okay, so I feel like maybe a little bit more coverage, but I do also get the feeling that like the more you put on, the more chance you have of entering into Cake Town, you know, and nobody wants to be there. This is annoying me though, just seeing my pores. Can you see? Like that's really annoying me. Look, can you see like when I smile? Oh gosh, I don't like that. I don't think it's very forgiving on my fine lines either. I don't know, guys. I mean, you know what? From a distance, and like when I look in my mirror over here, I'm kind of liking it. But it's kind of up close. To me, it's very obvious that I'm wearing, you know, like a matte kind of foundation on my skin. I mean, it's not feeling anywhere near as dry as I was kind of expecting it might feel. And, you know, it's definitely kind of evened out my skin tone. And I feel like my skin looks quite, you know, I don't know, just like, not flawless, but it looks a lot more even, and it does look a lot better. Like, I do think it looks a lot better. Do you know what? This is a really interesting one. At this point, I have no idea if this is going to be one that I like. Another thing that interests me is I obviously don't have to set this, do I? Because it's a powder, so I assume that it's kind of set itself. So I like the fact that, you know, you just kind of circle it in and then you're done and you don't have to like mess about with powder. So I really like that aspect of it. It's like a one and done kind of product. But it'd be really interesting to see if I do get oily with this or get shiny, or, you know, I imagine it's really easy just to like throw more on to touch up. And it's obviously very portable. You can take it with you wherever you go. So I'm just really, really interested to find out what's going to happen. So in a minute, you will see future me, and I'll be giving you all of my thoughts after I've really kind of, you know, worn this, tested it out, going to work with it, going to the shops, boning honeys, you know what I mean? Just all these activities that I'll be doing to test it out. So anyway, this is always awkward. So awkward, this moment, because you'll see me again in a minute and it's the future. Very strange. Hello there. So I'm in the back of the car today. I mean, really, it's really difficult to film at the moment because it goes dark so early. So I hope you don't mind me doing some filming in the car. I mean, really. But I have my conclusion on the L'Oreal Mineral Foundation, and unfortunately it's not a positive one. I have it on today and I've had it on for about 6 hours at this point, and to me it kind of looks like I've got nothing on whatsoever. My main complaint with this foundation is that I can't seem to get any coverage from it. I know that a few of my subscribers and a lot of people do seem to like it, but for whatever reason I just can't get it to work on my skin. I have oily skin, so I thought that the mineral foundation would be really kind of suitable for my skin type because it's oily, and I just thought it would work a treat, but it didn't. Like, I can't build any coverage. That's number one. Number two, it kind of looks like I've really got no kind of foundation on, and I kind of look super oily right now. Will somebody tell me in the comments down below, if you're using a mineral foundation, should you also be setting your face? Because I didn't set my face and I look so oily. Also, Honeys has commented that what's that little funny, can you see that little line on my face? I mean, how rude. What is that even? But anyway, sorry, I was getting distracted. Honeys has made comments saying it looks like you've not even got anything on your face, which I would definitely agree with. I just feel like the mineral foundation doesn't work for me. I don't really see the point of it because it's like I've just not got anything on whatsoever. I had a compliment this morning on my eye makeup, and I mentioned that I was testing out the mineral foundation, and one of my colleagues was like, oh, well, yeah, I like your eyes and your lips. And I was like, oh, yes, but not my fucking face. That's nice, isn't it? I mean, really. But no, I do agree with her. I mean, it just isn't doing anything for me. With a foundation, I'm always looking to get some coverage. I want to even out my skin tone, smooth out my pores, and I just want my skin to look better, you know, and more perfected than bare skin. And with this mineral foundation, it just does nothing. Like, it looks like I've just forgotten to put my foundation on. I have tried wearing it like a setting powder on top of my other foundations, and it just makes my skin look dry. I can't get it to work, and I have been trying, but it's not working. It's just not for me. I know that lots of other brands do mineral foundations. Bare Minerals is like the main brand that I hear rave reviews about, so maybe at some point I will try the Big Daddy's mineral foundation, the Bare Minerals, because apparently that one's meant to be epically great. If you are a lover of mineral foundations, could you give me a little bit of maybe info or any tips on what I could be doing wrong? Like, why am I getting no coverage? And I have oily skin, but it looks dry. So I don't know how, if you've got dry skin, this would work. I don't understand it. It's a whole new world. I feel like I know as much about mineral foundation as Honey's knows about contour, which isn't a lot. So yeah, I'm a little bit lost at sea, and I know lots of people do like this, so please do feel free to let me know if you feel like I've done anything wrong. Once again, like, I hope that you're getting a good enough like view of what's going on my face right now. Just a lot of oiliness, but by the way, I'm loving my highlight. This is from the Makeup Revolution Brighter Than My Future palette, so I'm loving my highlight. That's kind of doing one for the team right now, but unfortunately, I can't recommend the L'Oreal Mineral Foundation. Maybe it's just my skin type. It just isn't working for me, but it's not one that I will be using again. I didn't want to use it this morning, but I just figured, let's give it one more go. I can film my conclusion. It may surprise me if it didn't. It fecking didn't. I still can't fecking stand it. I do not like it. I've still got foundation on my coat. That's actually probably where all the mineral fecking foundation is. It's on my fecking coat. I mean, really, my coat is like some kind of foundation thief. I mean, how rude. But anyway, I know I look skanky right now with it on my coat. I need to wash my coat. I know, I get it. But anyway, thank you as always for watching the review. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, if you've got any tips, let me know, because I feel like a bit of an amateur when it comes to mineral foundation. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with more. Not more mineral foundation though. Feck that.